For years I kept a notebook full of pictures of the things I love. Torn out pages, scraps of paper, wrought iron gauge.
Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I'm up this morning drinking my coffee, and I thought I would pull the Lost Girl journal down from the shelf. This is just one of those little storage bins from the Dollar Tree, and I keep it on a shelf with a tag on it, and that way I can just throw everything in it when I'm done playing and then easily pull it all back out. I am really slow this morning. I just don't know if I slept not enough, or I really appreciate the cats waking me up before I'm ready to wake up. So this is just a stamped image on some heavy paper. It's probably watercolor or mixed media paper, and the paper was just too white. So I came back with a wet paintbrush and just dragged this color from the stamp pad, and I'm sure it's some distress oxide, so water really activates it. We've still got just the cover made at this point, and I'm starting to make signatures. I love the way this is going so far. We have the beautiful fabric. What is that? Beautiful fabric on the inside and outside, this old lace. I want to grunge this up a little bit. We have these watch parts on the front. Probably going to grunge this up a little bit too in here, because it wouldn't make sense, for that part to be pristine. I mean, you could do it intentionally, kind of a symbolic thing, but just put some ink around there. We'll let that dry and come back later and see what we think. In the meantime, I'm just out here doing just whatever I want to do, because this is what I do out here. And I thought it might be fun to cover this with a napkin and to tear out the part, oops, that one's not open yet, to tear out the part where her face is. Let's see how many layers this thing has. 3. Sometimes napkins have just 2 layers, but they can trick you into thinking there's just 2. And then you glue it down and say, well, that was 2 layers. And then the top one pulls up and you're just left with a mess. At least that has happened to me before. Let's see, I kind of like it. Well, if we do it here, yeah, that's good. We have a lot going on there. I don't want to lose the butterfly in the center, but just about anywhere we move it, there are going to be pros and cons, and we are only talking about a napkin. So I think what I'll do, is that the one? So let's do this. Let's put some glue on here. Wow. Just keeps on coming out. And we'll just spread it around. We won't get right on her face. Let's see what this does. So let's just lay that flat. And cut that edge off. I worked until about 9:20 last night. I think I just didn't get enough sleep. I was up, gosh, must have been after 1, and then Amelia, our cat, one of our cats, started trying to wake me up at probably 7:30. So I may take a nap today. You know, if I didn't want this napkin to tear, it would be tearing, like if I even looked at it the wrong way. I don't know why it's sticking right there. There's no glue there. There we go. Well, that tore part of the... Well, I had considered tearing the napkin. I like that. I had considered tearing the napkin before I put it on there. But I thought, no, it might look more natural to lay it down and then pull the center out. So that's not bad though. I like that. And let's just come back with some drops of ink, and we will let that dry. And you can see her in there. We'll do something with that. I think I'll grunge up that white on the fabric even. Yeah, we could put her on this page. I know I'm quiet this morning. Do you ever wake up and you just don't even feel like talking? I'm still in that stage of the day. And not every day is like that, but today is like that. And again, I really think I just didn't, I think I woke up at not a good time in my sleep cycle. There's really something to that, I believe. Sleep experts talk about these cycles of sleep. Is it 90 minutes or some amount that is optimal? It may not be 90 minutes, but it's a certain amount of time that you feel more rested. if you get up at the point of, you know, that part of the cycle of sleep. So I don't think I'm gonna do any writing in this, like as far as making a story or something. I'm just gonna let my thoughts be on the paper in different ways, like this, and the marks here, like maybe counting off days or something. And then, so these words on the page, I'm not sure what that is. We may use the picture to cover those up. I mean, I see what it says, but I don't necessarily want that in. Yeah, we might glue that down there for now and just keep layering all the way through the book. Well, this glue's just wanting to pour out. So there she is with the flowers behind her. And we're not going to start putting signatures in yet, but when we do, we're either going to stitch them to these fabric strips, which I don't know if that's even an option at the sewing machine at this point, because I'm using a hardcover and you have to be able to get whatever you're working with under the sewing machine. And like I've already mentioned, I'm thinking about using safety pins, which is going to be cool. Another thing I could do is go ahead and make up several signatures with this same pattern. In other words, fabric on one side, the paper on the other, and using the images that I like, either from the kit, the digital kit that I got from Priscilla at Release the Craftin'. And I'm going to use a variety of things, I think. I need to rust some safety pins. Let's see what I've got here. I think I'm kind of low on the large safety pins. So what this would look like, I usually start in the center. That way I can add signatures out in each direction, and this acts as a guide to make sure that you're lining everything up. Let's see, wait, that's still a little bit wet. I need to be careful with that. Let's move that out of the way. And the fun thing about this, the good thing about this, is that we can move them. We can move the signatures. I really should have flipped the book the other way, I guess. I'm just putting these in here to show you what I am talking about, because I do want to use rusty safety pins. So I will come back. So from the outside you see, and I didn't get that one straight, the one on the top, but you're going to have a whole bunch of these on the outside, and that way you can see the fabric through those strips, and then it's attached in the book. The one thing I did mention, I may get some stabilizer or interfacing or something to stiffen this up. I think I will, because I want it to have more structure. But then again, yeah, you can tell I'm still in the thinking phases with this. So I think I will stop for now on this one. I did want to just get it back on the desk though, so I don't lose my momentum with it. And I'm finishing up the zines. I have a new printer, and I'm not happy with the margins on the paper. I'm really, really struggling with trying to get along with this printer. It's putting margins that are way too big. It's an HP 2700 series. I can't remember the exact number. And it's not doing the best job with the margins. So anyway, the zine is pretty much done. At this point, I'm just fine-tuning everything, and then that'll be available. And I'm mailing out pen pal mail today because I'm off work from my job, which I really enjoy. But it can leave you tired to work in retail, as you know. Many of you know. So I will be back very soon, and bye for now. You did?
Grandma, I found two. What? Come here.
Hi, be careful.
Oh!
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.